Good evening. Thank you for calling upon the nighttime maid service. Not to be confused with the daytime maid service because that is very different. Thank you for choosing us. Here's a pamphlet of even more services that we offer. Is this your first time using our services? Oh, why of course it is. I can see you blushing like a little schoolgirl already. Worry not, you are the lovely priority of us lovely 5 girls here. We aim to aid you into a restful slumber while taking turns to introduce a new objective to you. It sounds a little strange and confusing at first, but please do not worry. We are here for your benefit, so I just have a quick questionnaire for you. Don't worry, I can fill it out. I just need to pry a little bit first, that's all. How did you first learn of our service? Do you experience problems with sleeping, such as insomnia? Are you aware of what ASMR is or the concept of it? Last, and certainly not least, may you please provide your signature and the date here, which indicates you are aware of the terms and conditions. And myself and my colleagues are not responsible for anything happening to you that's negative, such as the desperation to call us back because of how good a sleep you got. So now that the boring stuff is out the way, next I'm going to ask you to take us to the bedroom. We will all set up and take turns on you. No laughing, I still haven't figured out a better way to say that. Oh, nice room, very spacious. Now, I trust you brushed your teeth and are actually ready to slumber. Don't worry if you fall asleep early, we will still continue with the treatment, if you will. Your card has also already been charged, so might as well lie back and enjoy it. We just need to prop your head up ever so slightly on the pillow, and we will work diligently to put you in a state of pure and utter relaxation. First, I will start off with finger fluttering. Do not fret. We will have ear attention and other tingles coming up. I prefer to move in sections. We have a little checklist, if you will, of the most common and appreciated actions to perform on the client. This is to stimulate your sense of hearing, keeping your mind distracted and unable to think of anything that worries you. There's an awful lot of worrying in this day and age, and I'm here to put a stop to that. Listener, name me a time that worrying helped you in a situation. Exactly, you can't. So let's turn that worry into energy that you can use to better yourself. Every situation, no matter how hard it can be, will get better. Even on the roughest of days where you felt like giving up, you still kept pushing forwards. I mean, you're here, aren't you? I doubt you'll ever face the day that's too overwhelming. I'm proud of you for managing on your own for so long. Being so resilient is a very valuable trait to have, even if you don't hear it often, or hear it at all. You're doing damn well, and you should be proud. Let me continue, and then my associate will take over.
Oh, hello. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'll be doing a really common trigger, which you might appreciate. It's called tapping. It's as simple as that. I find having longer nails helps to really get a good sound. And I know it sounds so arbitrary, but, well, the little things matter when it comes to relaxation. I've been doing this job for a while now, helping people relax and have some escapism. Even if it's just for a moment, it makes me happy to know that I'm able to help someone. Doesn't matter how small the deed is, doing good to others will come back to you. Life can be whimsical like that. What do you think? Is life fair, or do you find it can be cruel to you? Personally, I think of it like every morning you wake up with a new hand of cards. The deck gets shuffled every time you go to sleep and a new day rolls over. And that's why one day you can wake up moody and there's not a thing you can do to change it. While other days, you're on top of the world and invincible. It's all due to the cards you managed to pull from the deck that day. Well, that's just my theory, though. Do you like the tapping so far? Good. Then I'll continue.
I hope you're ready for direct content. I'm grateful towards you for using our service. I'm going to be using a basic oil in your hair. Don't worry, by morning time it'll be absorbed and all your hair will be looking as radiant as a nice side effect. I'll just take my nails and slowly go over the scalp. It's true what they say. Healthy body, healthy mind. It's harder for individuals these days to take care of themselves. So I guess that's where we come in. Everything has a price, and if you technically want to hire others to do self-care for you, then it's a no-brainer, right? Hopefully my nails aren't too harsh. Just tell me if you need me to ease up the pressure. Although applying some isn't a bad thing in itself. You might not have heard of pressure therapy, where you get your head squeezed down. Don't worry, I'm not going to do it to you, but it does have its real benefits. If you can tolerate, that is. I'm too nervous to go for that one. Worried I'd waste my money by telling them to go easy on me, you know? Then it's just a basic massage. Although, you pay for the ambience and experience, so I'm sure overall it's worth it. Let's hope you find this service worth the money.
It is very nice to be of service to you this evening. Please make sure you're relaxed. I'm going to position my hands under your neck and massage gently. I will also do your shoulders, so please do not worry. Tension can be held at many points in the body, but due to our ways of working these days, it seems the most affected areas are the back, head, neck, and shoulders. Not everyone is comfortable to go to an official massage parlor. There seems to be a mistaken taboo around it. I'll have none of that nonsense here. So instead, I will help you feel better. Try to melt away the foes from today. As long as you're able to relax your shoulders and steady your breathing, you will feel a difference in the morning. You'll be able to sit up just a bit taller, feel less strained and exhausted overall. You'd be surprised at how much your body can influence your feelings throughout the day. I suppose that's why the moment you lie down you just want to let out a big sigh of relief. Plus, having a delicate touch against your skin can be quite comforting. That is the aim of my job after all. It makes me feel accomplished being able to provide a great service for someone in need. Let me focus on the knots. You're all twisted up, I'm afraid. It might be unpleasant, but please bear with me.
Hello. I hope you're getting sleepy. All my coworkers have been doing great so far. I'll try my best. I'm kind of new to all this. So, I'll do a nice and simple one with you. Just getting all close and next to your ears. Dare I ask what it's like having 5 pretty ladies surrounding you in maid dresses? It's funny, isn't it? I was so lucky when I got this job. I've never had one before, and the owner took a chance with me. I knew I had to prove myself, so I've been doing my best ever since. And between you and me, the pay isn't bad as well. Having money to spend is a whole new experience in itself. When it was my parents, I would be a bit less careful, but now I'm much more responsible. I suppose it's just another example of life experience. You just don't get it until you go through it. You can be taught how to spell, read, or write, but life experience is just too unique to explain. Makes you wonder what you don't truly know or understand about this world. It's a big scary place after all. Anyway, enough of me rambling. Are you enjoying your experience so far? It would make me really happy if you called upon our service again. Not that I'm trying to promote it in your face. Well, kind of. I'll keep doing my tingle. Sorry.
Now we come to the part everyone likes. I'm going to prepare your ears for ear attention. It's super simple and only takes a moment. I already have everything I need, so I'll place this towel under your head and neck, so don't worry if you feel any water slipping. I'm just going to make some bubbles really quick. I think you'll find this part is amazing. I always remembered when I was a child that my mother used to tell me that the bubbles were made from unicorn's hair. When the water is still, a fairy would flick the hair into the water, and wherever it landed, it would generate lots of bubbles. Then we humans realized we could do the same by using unicorn shampoo. Sounds silly, but of course I didn't question it. I didn't know any better. I guess that's how she got around bath time tantrums. Who wouldn't want to bathe in unicorn bubbles? And pass up a good opportunity for once? I think not. How's the temperature? Not too cold, I hope. I have another sponge so I can do both sides at once. It might be odd of me to say, but you're doing really well accepting being pampered. Some clients aren't overly fond or comfortable of the sensation, but you've not shown a dislike to anything so far. Let me focus real quick. I'll get those ears sparkling clean.
Well, how did you find that experience? I only discovered through this job getting my ears washed is really enjoyable. All of us have actually been through the service. And that's how we get trained up. We experience it first, and then we do it to another coworker. It's actually really fun because it just feels like a massive slumber party, but you get paid for it. There's so many different things that we offer. It was a little overwhelming at first to learn it all, but I simply took it one step at a time. That's all it ever takes. Time. Let's make sure your ears are nice and dry, though. We don't want any issues, and trying to fall asleep when you have that cold, damp situation is just not that pleasant at all. I'm sure you've heard the saying, that you need to stay dry or you'll catch a cold. So, let us take care of you in this moment.
I will now make sure your ear canals are nice and dry too. You might find this method gives you slight shivers, but it's not because you're cold. Probably because you're a little vulnerable to the sensation. See? It's not bad, is it? Have you ever experienced anything like this before? It's okay if not. Might give you something to ponder and talk about. Although I get the feeling our service isn't openly talked about due to the fear of being judged, I'm not embarrassed about what I do at all. I help people, even if it seems so basic because we're putting you to sleep. It's still a real and valid job at the end of the day. And as you can tell, there's a market for it. That's why I'm here after all. I'll continue on the other side now. I can even do a little tapping so your other ear doesn't feel left out.
Now that you're perfectly dry, I can use these tools here. Don't worry, they're completely sterile. What I will do with them is try to move any earwax or debris you might have inside. Ear cleaning packages are offered in our other services, so this is a basic teaser for you. I'll try my best. Just please remain still. Although, I think you're slowly fading, so if you fall asleep, worry not. I'll place my hand on the side of your head to steady you. The tools aren't dangerous, but if you apply too much pressure in the ear canal, it can be quite uncomfortable in the moment. Deep breath in, deep breath out. It will be quite a unique sensation if you never experienced ear cleaning at the doctor's before. Thankfully, I never had to go through it, but it's apparently quite common. I guess it's just down to luck or being unlucky in most cases. That, and I never seen how they clear out blockages in the ear. Basically, drown it out, and I've heard it can be mighty painful and unpleasant. That is up until the gunk gets flushed out. I'd imagine your hearing would be a lot more sensitive after for a while until you could readjust again. Let me focus, okay?
Then the last official tingle assigned is actually my favorite. I have lotion that I'm going to apply generously to my hands. It's vanilla and coconut scented. So you're going to be smelling amazing all day tomorrow. Or if you get a morning shower, then you'll be smelling all good for bedtime. I love it because not only am I helping you, but I'm getting the benefit of moisturizing my skin. I only learned recently the dangers of the sun. It sounds silly, but it turns out we're recommended to wear sunscreen every time we go outside. It's a common misconception. Just because the sun isn't out, there are no UV rays. But they don't care if there's cloud cover or not. It can pierce through easily. So instead, we have to look after ourselves. Wouldn't you agree? The noise from rubbing your ears can be quite funny, but I'm sure it'll be to your liking. I've never seen a customer upset from this. Although, my boss told me of some weird situations they've been in because of the job. One time, a bridal party booked our services and didn't understand why we don't dance. She explained multiple times that we are a relaxing service to put people to sleep. They even spoke on the phone a month previous. However, when the bride booked it, they tried to claim things that never even happened. Boss was having none of it, thankfully, and left with the girls pretty quickly. Never entertain a Karen. They're just bad news all over. Oh, sorry my story isn't very relaxing. Let Let me keep trying with this.
You can focus on sleeping. We're now going to do a combination of the previous tingles. It's getting late, isn't it? I suppose it's time for you to rest for a while. Thank you, listener.
Thank you, listener.
Thank you, listener.
Thank you, listener.
Thank you, listener.